Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I present to your attention the best selection of film based on real events. Get comfortable, I wish you a pleasant viewing. Let's go. 127 Hours. The film did a great job of capturing the tough experiences that amateur rock climber Aaron Ralston went through. While climbing the canyon, he accidentally slipped into a gorge where a boulder crossed his arm, and he will get out of there for 127 hours until he decided on the most desperate step, almost dying without food. During this time, you experience strong emotions for the hero, largely due to the brilliant performance of James Franco, showing all the emotions that happen to a person in such a hopeless situation. A powerful film about overcoming and the will to live, that even in the most difficult situations, there is a way out and that we are capable of more. Yes, man, perhaps someone will be surprised by the presence of this film in the top, but it's based on the biopic of Danny Wallace, a British writer, producer and journalist who spent 6 months answering yes. The film begins with a depressive protagonist played by Carrie. His character made him a close person who denies everything and refuses everything for no reason. Everything changed when Carl meets his old friend. He shares his emotions about a busy life and invites him to attend the Always Say Yes seminar. And then that beautiful day comes. He attends a seminar and concludes an agreement on any proposal to say yes. And then an unexpected, not simple but fun and exciting adventure begins, which can inspire with its lightness and positive. Untouchables, a life-affirming, witty, hilarious, and charming explosion of a mixture of drama and comedy. Perhaps a little overrated, but this is an inspiring tragicomedy about dreams and goodness. The plot of film is built around how one rich man, Philip, was tied to a wheelchair, and now he needs an assistant. A former criminal Dries responds to this vacancy. The film exudes warmth, and you get expectation and positive emotions from watching, following the relationship between Philip and Dries, how they influence each other and change throughout the film. Cinema teaches the viewer that it's not worth waiting for the right time to be happy, and to be happy you must at least learn to be yourself. Richard Jewell, about how a security guard who saved people from a bomb at the 1996 Olympics became the prime suspect and became the victim of derogatory bullying from the media. Clint Eastwood made a wonderful film about the confrontation of men against the system, a film that clearly demonstrates the spiritual crisis of modern Western society. Eastwood leaves the viewer with a whole storm of emotions and reasoning in his head as to whether the real world deserves such a thing as heroism, behind which is a simple human will to help each other. The Fighter, the real story of the road to the title of world champion boxer Mickey Ward, nicknamed the Irishman. The film is designed for any viewer regardless of interest in boxing. It shows first of all life itself and its difficulties and victories. There are many great films about boxers, and this one is one of the best, and it differs from others in that the plot of the film is not focused on how the protagonist gets out from rage to riches, but on the intra-family relations of the main characters. First of all, the acting dude Wahlberg-Bale stands out here. This is more than a good combination of actors for the role of brothers. Both actors are professionals in their work. In general, the plot of the film is typical, and it's the actors and their confrontations that elevate the film into a real sports drama. The Pursuit of Happiness. Perhaps the most famous and significant film about motivation and success based on real events. It is about a father who ended up on the street with his son, spent the night with him where he had to, and fought to the end. The man this story is about went on to become a millionaire and motivational speaker, and it was performed by the beautiful Will Smith playing in the film along with his own son. And the film perfectly shows that it doesn't take a lot of money, star actors, and a bunch of stunts to make a decent movie. All that is needed is the approach, the plot, and the soul that is very felt in this film and distinguish this picture from many, just like its real strong story highlights life teaches like no other. Legend number 17. At times you need to take serious actions and break yourself to achieve the goal. Although many will speed and give up, those who take the risk and go to the end will be remembered and have a chance to go down in history, provided that they have found their way. Karawama was just one of those who took risk and went to the end, a man who was truly strong in spirit and decisive in his actions. He is taking a young fighter course under the guidance of trainer Tarasov in order to become the one who is destined to accomplish what others dare not even dream of. It is worth highlighting the final match against the Canadians. An exemplary staging of competitions which is excellent in terms of entertainment and one of the best that could be seen in a sports drama. Rush. The action of that film takes place in the 70s during the golden age of Formula One, and at the head of the plot is a fascinating confrontation between two irreconcilable rivals. Charming English playboy James Hunt and disciplined Austrian perfectionist Niki Lauda. They push themselves to the limit, actively developing mentally and psychically, all for the sake of triumph on the track. These drivers are played by Chris Hemsworth and Daniel Pearl, and they play beautifully. The movie is dedicated to one of the most exciting confrontations in the history of racing, and everything is embodied on the screen to the smallest details with the full preservation of intrigue, passion, and drama. Hacksaw Ridge, a strong military drama close in level to such cult films as Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan. All the heart of the story is the pacifist Desmond Doss, who refused to take up arms and kill, and many authors mocked and made fun of him, but he was very brave and saved 75 lives, risking desperately and doing everything to help, despite his pain, suffering, and injury. Technically, the film is flawless. Sound makes you enjoy every shot, every explosion. The camera work is excellent, especially during the fighting. Like the actions themselves, these actions are staged realistically, showing terrible shots with a bloody mess and captivating with their high-quality production. Like the Romans, 300, where the Trojans, baby, we living in the moment. I've been a menace for the longest, and you know it, and you know it, and you know it, and you know it. The Wolf of Wall Street. The brilliant tandem of DiCaprio and Scorsese, a film about the ascent of the charismatic cynic and fraudster Jordan Belfort to the business Olympus in the 18th. The most memorable in Wall Street was the acting of Leonardo DiCaprio, who approached each role with great responsibility. He literally felt every note of Belfort's soul in all his statements, movements, intonations. There was a complete merger with the image. The protagonist made a fortune on financial fraud, knows how to play big and live to the fullest, going crazy with overwhelming success. The film is replete with luxury, wealth, obsession with material things, and excessive promiscuity in the pursuit of success and money. We are witnessing the fall of personality. Scorsese filmed many scenes with style, action, and fun, evoking laughter together and creating a sense of lightness, resulting in a beautifully inspiring film. Like if you liked it, and I would be glad if you recommend that our worthwhile movie based on real events. Write about it in the comments. All the best and see you again.